9-point harness. Grandpa, get your ID. Shortly, because ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime.
You're listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. All of our tracks got in for week 4. We'll have the results coming up. Results from the Southern Iowa Speedway on Wednesday, May the 11th. We'll start with the non-wing sprint cars. Picking up the feature win was 11B Ben Rhodes. Second, the 67 Jonathan Hughes. Third, the 12 of Doug Sylvester. Fourth was the 717 of Garrett Alexander. Fifth, the 25 Kelly Graham. Sixth, the 7J of Nathan James. Seventh, the 71 A of Jason Alexander. Eighth, the 71 of Robert Bell. Ninth, the T4 of Tyler Graves. And 10th was Steve Pumphrey in the 17. In the Sport Compacts, Terry Bickford was your winner in 63B. Second, the 2M Matt Moore. Third was Louis Winkleman in 62. Fourth, James Herring in the 2H. Fifth was the 5 of Bob Hayes. Sixth, the 29 of Kevin Garrett. Kyle Rudham was 7th in the 18A. Josh Gillespie in the 21X was 8th. 9th, Brendan Pickney in 7th. 10th was the 16 of Seth Minders. In the hobby stocks, your winner was Aaron Martin. Second was the 10G of Justin Griffiths. Third was the 77 Keaton Gordon. Fourth, the 01 of Austin Barnes. Fifth, the 88H of Cale Hemsley. James Pilkington was 6th in 22. Seventh was the 1R of Rick Van Dusseldorp. Eighth, Jimmy Kieseling in 72H. Trevor Tanner was 9th in 33T. Jake Stietsma in 10th in the 88J. Tyler Herring in the 11 was in the 5H was 11th. 12th was Kason Keller in 71X. Noah Graves was 13th in the 0N. Brandon Payne in 71B was 14th. Jamie Kent was 15th in the 24K. Nicholas Mertz in the 16th was Nicholas Mertz in 71, and 17th the 0 of Colton Kent. In the sport mods, your winner was the 30M of McGuire DeYoung. Logan Herbie Anderson was 2nd, 53. Third was the 1V of Curtis Vanderwall. Fourth, Braden Carter in the 01. Fifth, Kyle Harwood in the 15K. The 117 of Dylan Van Wyk was 6th. Seventh was Carter Vandenberg in the 7V. Eighth was Travis Bennell in 3. Ninth, Colton Lizzie in 29. 10th was the 04 of Trent Orwig. 11th was Clayton Webster in 15. And 12th, the 52 of Billy Kane. In the stock cars, your winner was Derek Agee in 14. Second, 52 Nathan Wood. Third was the 85 Jason McDaniel. Fourth, the B17 of Steve Byers. Fifth was the 10G of Justin Griffith. 622R Ty Reisler. Seventh, 57 and Andrew Schroeder. Trenton Witt was 8th in 33. Clinton Goff was 9th in 96. 10th was Tanner Wilson in 51T. And 11th was Chad Keller in the 71K. Over at the CJ Speedway, they ran on Friday night. We'll start with your modifieds. Picking up the win was the 88 Jerry Brown. Second, Troy Cordes in 71C. Third, McGuire DeYoung in 30M. Fourth, Dakota Simmons in the 40. Fifth was Josh Geigel in 38. Troy Philpott in 11B was 6th. Kurt Kyle was 7 in the 77. And 8th, Barry Dugan in the 21B. In the stock cars, your winner was Dustin Viss in 20V. Second, Kurt Kelsey in 21M. Third was the 08S of Rod Stats. Fourth, Tad Payne in 44. Fifth, Kenny O'Donnell in 56. Sixth, the 8 of Braxton Franks. And seventh was Austin O'Donnell in 56S. Sport mods. Your winner was the 53 of Logan Herbie Anderson. Nick Applegate in the 5A was second. Third, the 29 of Colton Lizzie. Fourth was the 17 of Trey Rock. Fifth was Will Wolf in 68. Sixth, the 42 of Tyler Heckert. Seventh was Levi Lehman in 17L. Todd Hanson in the 9T was 8th. Matthew Lundry in 16 and 96 was 9th. 10th was Joel Payne in 16. Michael Bear was 11th and 15. Levi Gaunt in the 44 was 12th. 13th was Richard Hallibert in 14. 14th, the 9 of Shane Wright. 15th, Travis Thibodeau in the 13. 16th was the 17 of Dylan Van Wyk, and credited with 17th and did not start Brandon Schulteis in 29B. In the hobby stocks, your winner was Ryan Havel in 0. Second, the 14J of Jacob Floyd. Third was Cody Staley in 55. Fourth, the 43J of John Irwin. Fifth, the 33T Trevor Tanner. Sixth, the 4R Randy Lamar. Luke Phillips in 33 was 7th. 8th was Preston McDonald into 6PX. Austin Stradler in 12 was 9th and did not start in 10th was the 3 of Jake Benishak. In the Sport Compacts, your winner was Shane Barnes in the 26X. Second, Jason Stanley in the 27Z. Third, Alex Hayes in 23H. Fourth, the 17 of Darren Smith. Fifth, Caleb Giese in the 20C. Sixth was the 69J of Levi Giese. Seventh was the 8th of Austin Ruhlman. And 8th was the 3 of Jake Benishak. Over at the Marshalltown Speedway on Friday night, we'll start with the Mod Lights. Your winner was the Z50 of Joel Huggins. Second, the 64 Randy Bryan. Third, the 11 of Dustin Ford. Corey Saunder in 47 was 4th. Austin Gray in the 48G was 5th. Ben George was 6th in the 4G. The 99X of Derek Knutson was in 7th. 8th, Alex Inlet in the 70. The 135 Rick Graves was 9th. McCade Meyer was 10th in the 7. Brittany Dominguez in the 000B was 11th. 12th, and these cars did not finish. Credited with 12th and 19DD, Derek Foster. Joe Glick was 13th in the 3J. Jason Toppenberg in the 2 was 14th, and Michael Dominguez in the 5 was 15th. In the sport mods, your winner was Kyle Olson in the K3. Second, Brian Schrage in 14. The 14X of Austin Schrage was 3rd. Fourth was the 16 of Kalen Lopez. Fifth, the 19J of Janae Gustin. 6th, the 25P of Travis Peterson. The 22 Junior was 7th of Brady Hilmer. Charlie Stevens in 81 was 8th. 9th was Tim Fobian in 33. 10th, the 193 of Josiah Taylor. The rest were credited with did not finish, starting with 11th, the 26J of JC Witt. 12th, the 11 of Isaac Malicote. Steve McLaughlin was in 7, was 13th. 14th, the 64 Vern Jackson. The 117 Zach Hubble was 15th, and 16th, the 15X of Bo Jenkins. In the hobby stocks, your winner was the 35 of Luke Sluter. Second was Bradley Graham in the 2G. Third was the 4W of John Watson. Fifth, Eric Knutson in the 12K was fourth. Fifth, the 11B is Solomon Bennett. Sixth, the 40SC of Scott Ellis. William Klosterman in the 11K was in seventh. Eighth, the 22 of Cody Stone. Ninth, the 17X of Ben Newhouse. 10th, the 37G of Josiah Andrews. Adam Streeter was 11th in the 6S. 12th was the 14T of Mitchell Thomas. 13th was the 9Fs of Braden Forbes. The rest did not finish or did not start. Credited with 14th was the 7B of Eric Stanton. 15th, the 47 of Darren Desorte. 16th, the 64H of Mark Hollabaugh. Adam Timmerman in 8 was 17th. Blair Kriegel was in the 17K was 18th. 19th, the 21P, Shane Palmer. Andy Peck in 17 was 20th. Kalen Scurring was 21st. In the 19, Jake Nelson in the 29 was 22nd. 23rd, the 47W is Sam West. Austin Meacham was credited with 24th in the 5M. Aaron Elliott in the 18A was 25th, credited with 26th and did not start. The 75M of Preston Miracle at 27th and did not start. The 47X of Raymond Fees. In the stock cars, your winner was the 93 Michael Jeanette. Second, Randy Brands in the 27th. Third, the 1KR Caden Reynolds. Fourth was Steve Meyer in 94. Fifth was the 14C Alita Roden. Sixth, the 3W Jeff Wollum. Seventh, the 2 of Dave Atcher. Eighth was Tyler Pickett in 5A. Ninth, the 4 Scott Rice. 10th, the 13 of Anthony Hoffbauer. 11th was the 8 of Josh Capetta. 12th was the 37 of Kylie Rollins. 13th was the 16 of Jeff Byers Jr. Taylor Kroll in the 89K was 14th. Credited with 15th that did not finish was 19J of Jay Schmidt. And the 1 Austin Kaplan was 16th that did not finish in the 1. In the modifieds, picking up the win was the 26J of Joel Russ. Second, the 19G of Richie Gustin. Third, the 4TW of Tim Ward. Fourth, the 127 Drew Jensen. Fifth, the 69 Junior Jonathan Logue. Sixth, the 23 Junior of Nick Roberts. Uncle Ron Lorenzen in the 10K was 7th. Jimmy Gustin in 19 was 8th. 9th, the 05 of Paul Nagel. Garrett Wilson in the 3W was 10th. Zach Rowland in the 2Z was 11th. 12th to 56 of Dustin Carneen in 56 was 12th. Dalton Murray in 99X was 13th. Nicholas Carpenter in 33 was 14th. Actually, Sharaf in 95 was 15th. Rod Clement, the 40 RC was 16th. 17th. Chris Wilkie in the 07 did not start. These cards did not start or did not finish. Credited with 18th, the 12 of Brett Ramsey. 19th, the 32, Chris Snyder. 20th, the 13 of Anthony Hoffbauer. It did not start. Credited with 21st, the 5G of Gat Latram. Still at Marshalltown, the Sport Compacts. Your winner was the 02 of John Gill. Second was the 31D of Blake Driscoll. Third, the 61 of Tyler Fekalcorn. Fourth, the 33K of David Kimmel. Fifth, the 16 of Curtis Masterson. Sixth, the 21 of John Skirring. Seventh, the 29 of Matt Miller. Eighth was the 22R of Danny Robertson. These cards did not finish. Ninth, the 9 of Kobe Saban. 10th was the 80M of Mark Smith. And the 11th was the 83B of Mitchell Bunch. 34 Raceway results. So let's start with the 305 sprint cars. Your winner was the 40C or 27 of Cody Worley. Second, the 41 of Noah Samuel. Third, Blaine Jameson. At 51J, Nathan Mudders. It was in 71 was fourth. Daniel Bergquist in the 9 was fifth. Sixth, the 42J of Evan Jones. Seventh was the 4 of Chase Richards. Dustin Clark in 16 was 8th. 19th, McLean Richards in 31. The B29 of JJ Beaver was 10th. Dallas Mendenhall in the 48D was 11th. 12th was Andy Houston in the 40. Dan Kettner, 29K, was 13th. 14th, the Dirt Racing Podcast driver 01 of Travis Pence. 15th was Austin Furch at 51. And 16th was Nick Guernsey in the 7B. Modifieds. Your winner was Jared Brown in 88. Second, Mark Borturth in the 03Bs. Third was the 22 Austin Becerra. Fourth was the 71 of Dennis Levine. Fifth was Mitchell Moles in the 4B. Sixth, the 5R of Bill Roberts. Seventh was Shane Richardson in the IB25. Eighth was Chad Gilbertson in the 0409. Ninth was Kyle Madden in the 32 XP. Creston Williams in 43 was 10th. 11th was Cale Hemerson in 52H. Jaden Fuller was 12th in the 26J, and 13th Jordan Fuller in the 33F. Sport mods. Sean White, the 12S, was your winner. Second was Will Wolf in the 68. Third was Trey Rock in the 70. Fourth was AJ Turnier in the 14 AJ. 15th or 5th was the 557 of Barry Taft. Tom Bowling in the 14 was 6th. Dylan Van Wyck in the 117 was 7th. Logan Cumby in the 8C was 8th. 9th, Kevin Goldman in the 4G. Bob Kalman was 10th in the 14C. The 00 Matt Tucker was 11th. 12th was Dayton Stanfish in the 6B. 13th was Travis Hartman in the 33T. The 8, Tom Lathrop was 14th. Adam Parker was in the 81 was 15th. 16th, Josh Woodruff in the 18W. And Derek Scanlon in the 11M was 17th. Stock cars. Your winner was Abe Halls in 30C. Second, Chad Krogmeyer in 12. Chris Weeble in 52 was third. Fourth, the 07 of Ray Raker. In Sport Compacts, your winner was Jason Ash, the 3J. Chevy Barnes in the 13C was second. Third, Larry Miller in 24M. Fourth, Tim Scarenhorse in 63. Noah Kaiser was fifth in the 8K. Sixth was Josh Barnes in the 13B. Caleb Giese in the 20C was seventh. Eighth, Shane Vansteel in the 22R. Ninth was Tyler Krutschke in 68. Bobby Douglas in 91 was 10th. Wayne Chumby was 44 was 11th. Ashton Blaine in the 24A was 12th. 13th, Chadrick Poland in the 10C. And Justin Stevenson in the 94X was 14th. The late models. Your winner was Nick Moroff in 33. Second was Jay Johnson in 93. Jeff Gingrich in the 15R was fourth. Chris Horn in the 01 was fifth. Fourth. Fifth, Dustin Schramm in 92. Sixth, Brandon Rosine in 33R. Ed Hollenbeck in 39 was seventh. Eighth, Darren Stewart in 43. And Blake Woodruff in 87 was ninth. Results from the Knoxville race race, starting with the 410s. Quick time was the 21 Brian Brown at 16:152. Picked up the $100 from Open Wheel 101. Second quick was the Dirt Racing Podcast driver Austin McCarl in 88 at a 16:168. Third quick was the 8 of Aaron Reitzel at 16:279. Fourth was the 2 of Len Jeffrey at 16:314. Fifth was the 7 of Justin Henderson at a 16:318. Sixth was Josh Higday in the 14 at a 16:365. Seventh was the 7 Taz of Tasker Phillips at a 16:384. Eighth was the 2KS of Ryan Giles at a 16:423. Ninth, the 49 of Josh Schneiderman at a 16:433. 10th was the 3-piece Sawyer Phillips at a 16:475. 11th was the 3 of Ayrton Jennington at a 16:513. 12th, the 09 Matt Jewell at a 16:529. 13th, 25 JJ Hinkle at a 16:543. 14th, the 2M of Davey Haskin at a 16:571. 15th was the Dirt Racing Podcast driver Carson McCarl at a 16:577. 16th was the one Emma Dawn Dowd at a 16.623. 17th, 22 Riley Goodnow at a 16.644. 18th was the 12 of Tyler Drucke at 16.701. 19th was the 55W Mike Wagner at a 16.802. 20th was the 11M Brendan Mullen at a 16.879. 21st Jordan Goldsberry at a 16.893. 22nd was the Dirt Racing Podcast driver AJ Muller at a 16.928. 23rd to 35 is Zach Hampton at a 16.933. 24th, 7W Dustin Salvage at a 16.964. 25th was the 44 Chris Martin at a 16.968. 26th, the 14T of Tim Essenson at 17.005. 27th was the 5T of Presley Truton at 17.142. 28th, the Dirt Racing Podcast driver 15 of Bobby Meitzer at a 15.163. 29th, the 76th of Nathan Mills at a 17.349. 30th was the 56 of Joe Simbro at 17.953. 31st was Ben Brown in the 21B or 7B, excuse me, at an 18.280. And 32nd was the 29 of Hunter Custer at a 19.077. 33rd was Landon Hansen, 9H, no time. And 34th with no time, the 55T, McKenna Hassey. Heat races went like this. Your winner was Riley Goodnow. Second, Brian Brown. Third, JJ Hinkle. Fourth, Justin Henderson. Fifth, Josh Schneiderman. Sixth, Chris Martin. Seventh, Jordan Goldsberry. Eighth, Nathan Mills. And ninth, Landon Hansen. Heat race 2, your winner was Sawyer Phillips. Second, Davey Haskin. Third, Austin McCarl. Fourth, Josh Shigday. Fifth, Tyler Drucke. Sixth, AJ Moeller. Seventh, Tim Essenson. Eighth, Joe Simbro. And credited with ninth and did not start, McKenna Hassey. Heat race 3, your winner was Zach Hampton. Second, Carson McCarl. Third, Mike Wagner. Fourth, Aaron Reitzel. Fifth, Ayrton Jensen. Sixth, Tasker Phil. Seventh, Ben Wood Brown. And eighth, Presley Truton. Heat race 4 went like this. The salvage winner. Second, Len Jeffrey. Third was Don Dowd. Fourth, Matt Jewell. Fifth, Bobby Meitzer. Sixth, Ryan Giles. Seventh, Brandon Mullen. And eighth, Hunter Custard. B Main took 4 drivers to the back of the A. Your winner was Chris Martin. Second, Jordan Goldsberry. Third, Tyler Drucke. Fourth and final transfer, AJ Moeller. They were followed by 5th, Bobby Meitzer. 6th, Nathan Mills. 7th, Presley Truton. 8th, Brendan Mullen. 9th, Tim Essenson. 10th, Joe Simbro. 11th, Hunter Custer. 12th, Landon Hansen. 13th, Ben Brown. And credited with 14th was McKenna Hassey. In the feature, your winner was Brian Brown. Second, Aaron Reitzel. Third, Austin McCarl. Fourth, Davey Heskin. Fifth, Carson McCarl. Sixth, Tasker Phillips. Seventh, Don Dowd. Eighth, Matt Jewell. Ninth, Riley Goodnow. 10th, JJ Hinkle. 11th, Josh Steyerman. 12th, Ayrton Jennington. 13th was Dustin Salvage. 14th, Sawyer Phillips. 15th, Josh Shigday. 16th, Chris Martin. 17th, Zach Hampton. 18th, Tyler Drucke. 19th, Mike Wagner. 20th, AJ Muller. 21st, Linton Jeffrey. 22nd, Justin Henderson. 23rd, Ryan Giles. And 24th, Jordan Goldsberry. Reitzel led 1 through 8. Jeffrey led 9 through 13. Reitzel led 14. Brown led 15 through 21. Hard charger was Dowd. In the 360s, your quick time was the 5 of Brady Forbrook at 16.788. Second was the 40 of Clint Gardner at 16.957. Third was T-Mac Terry McCarl and 24th, Dirt Racing Podcast driver at 16.965. Fourth, 22K Caleb Johnson at 16.988. Fifth was Aaron Reitzel in the 8th at 17.039. Sixth, 24T Christopher Throm at 17.130. 1. 7th, the 2 of Davey Heskin. 2M, excuse me. Davey Heskin has 17,183. 8th, Jamie Ball in the 4W at 17,184. 9th, 53, Joe Beaver at a 17,259. 10th was Cam Martin at a 17,316. 11th, the 24 and Nathan Mills at a 17,348. 12th, the 70 Calvin Landis at a 17,390. 13th, the 5A of Alex Vandervoort at a 17,461. 14th was the 9 of Chase Randall at 17,468. 15th, the 22X Riley Goodnow at 17,475. 16th, the 22 Ryan Levitt at 17,480. 17th, the 7C of Devin Klein at a 17,553. 18th, the 99 of Tony Ross at a 17,580. 19th, the 9M of Ricky Montgomery at a 17,588. 20th, the 5M of Colin Moyle at a 17,701. 21st was the 83 of Austin Miller at 17,807. 22nd, the 7 of Trevor Lee at an 18,174. 23rd was the 11B of Ben Woods at an 18,389. 24th, 33 Alan Zoo at an 18,756. 25th, the 1A John Anderson at 18,990. And 26th, the 717 of Garrett Alexander with no time. Heat races. Heat race 1 went to Caleb Johnson. 2nd, Ryan Levitt. 3rd, Davey Heskin. 4th, Brady Forbrook. 5th, Cam Martin. 6th, Ricky Montgomery. 7th was Trevor Lee. 8th, John Anderson. 9th, Alex Vandervoort. Heat race 2 was Clint Gardner, your winner. 2nd, Devin Klein. 3rd, Jamie Ball. 4th, Aaron Reitzel. 5th, Chase Randall. 6th, the Nathan Mills. 7th, Ben Woods. 8th, the Colin Moyle. And 9th, the Garrett Alexander. Heat race number 3 went to Tony Ross. 2nd went to Riley Goodnow. 3rd, Calvin Landis. 4th, Terry McCarl. 5th, Christopher Throm. 6th, Joe Beaver. 7th, Austin Miller. And 8th, Alan Zoo. In the regular scheduled feature, your winner was Clint Gardner. 2nd, Terry McCarl. 3rd, Aaron Reitzel. 4th, Jamie Ball. 5th, Caleb Johnson. 6th, Calvin Landis. 7th, Brady Forbrook. 8th, Chase Randall. 9th, Ryan Levitt. 10th, Joe Beaver. 11th, Devin Klein. 12th, Christopher Throm. 13th, Tony Ross. 14th, Colin Moyle. 15th, Nathan Mills. 16th, Trevor Lee. 17th, Ricky Montgomery. 18th, Alex Vandervoort. 19th, John Anderson. 20th, Austin Miller. 21st was Alan Zoot. 22nd, Davey Heskin. 23rd, Ben Woods. 21st, 4th, Riley Goodnow. And did not start, credited with 25th, Cam Martin. And 26th, Garrett Alexander. Heskin led lap 1. Reitzel 2. McCarl 3 through 10. And Gardner was 11 through 18. Hard charger was Randall. In the makeup feature from 423, your winner was Aaron Reitzel. 2nd, Clint Gardner. 3rd, Chase Randall. 4th was Terry McCarl. 5th was Caleb Johnson. 6th, Christopher Throm. 7th, Calvin Landis. 8th, Jamie Ball. 9th, Riley Goodnow. 10th, Ryan Levitt. 11th, Tony Ross. 13th, Trevor Lee. 14th, Alex Vandervoort. 14th, Jathan Mills. 15th, Colin Moyle. 16th, John Anderson. 17th was Austin Miller. 18th, Alan Zoo. 19th, Ben Woods. 20th, Joe Beaver. Did not start. These guys' cards was credited. 21st, Gunnar Ramey. 22nd, Devin Klein. 23rd, Garrett Alexander. 21st, 4th, Cam Martin. Caleb Johnson led 1 through 5. Reitzel led 6 through 18. The hard charger was Ball. In the pro sprints, your quick time was the 44. Scotty Johnson at 17:7:44 or 74. Second, the 81E of Eric Bridger at 17:9:30. Third was Cade Higday as 18:063. Fourth was the 26 Chase Johnson at an 18:074. fifth was the 17X Tyler Gurndike as 18:132. Sixth was the 12P of Ryan Evertall at an 18:150. Seventh, the 0 Mike Mayberry at a 18:188. Eighth, the 14J of Mike Johnson at an 18:296. Ninth is the 17 of Matt Allen at 18:338. 10th was the 71 of Brandon Wormington at an 18:417. 11th, the 41 of Jeff Wilkie at an 18:463. 12th, the 99 Matthew Seltzer at an 18:568. 13th was the 3TJ of Joel Thorpe at an 18:773. 14th was the 11 of Tyler Barrick at an 19:354. And 15th, the 02S Josh Jones, no time. Heat races. Heat race 1 went to Jeff Wilkie. Second, Mike Mayberry. Third, Tyler Gurndike. Fourth, Matt Allen. Fifth, Cade Higday. Sixth, Scotty Johnson. Seventh, Joel Thorpe. And eighth, Josh Jones. Heat race 2 went to Matthew Seltzer. Second, Brandon Warrington. Third, Ryan Evertall. Fourth, Eric Bridger. Fifth, Mike Johnson. Sixth, Chase Young. And credited with seventh, did not start, Tyler Barrett. The A main, your winner was Scotty Johnson. Second, Tyler Gurndike. Third was Mike Mayberry. Fourth, Eric Bridger. Fifth, Brandon Warrington. Sixth, Matt Allen. Seventh, Cade Higday. Eighth, to Matthew Seltzer. Ninth was Jeff Wilkie. 10th, Ryan Evertall. 11th, Mike Johnson. 12th, Chase Young. 13th, Joel Thorpe. 14th, Josh Jones. And credited with 15th that did not start was Tyler Barrick. Johnson led all the way 1 through 15. The hard charger was Allen. Races for this coming week starting tomorrow night at CJ Speedway. The normal 5 classes of Sport Compacts, Hobby Stock, Stock Car, Sport Mod, and Modifieds. Over at Marshalltown, you have your classes of Mod Lights, Sport Mod, Hobby Stock, Stock Car, Modified, and the Outlaw Mini Mods. Saturday at 34 will be the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series with Sport Mods and Stock Cars. Over at the Knoxville Raceway, it's your normal 410, 360 with the Midwest Power Tour in town, and the Pro Sprints.
Thank you for listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast with Marshall Hayne. Follow us on Twitter at Dirt_Podcast or on Facebook at the Dirt Racing Podcast.